Hi everyone, I am Peter Parker and today we are going to call Ned. Hi Ned, how are you? What the f***? Yes, I watched Spider-Man No Way Home and yeah, I actually tried to be Peter Parker in real life. It was weird. It was the end of 2021. I was finishing high school and getting ready for college. Basically, I was at the same point in life as Peter. And like many of you, I felt really connected to him. And I thought, hey, maybe I should live like him too. So what did I do? Well, MJ worked at a donut shop, right? So I got my first job. You know, cleaning bathrooms and helping people park their cars. Also, Peter and his friends were applying to MIT, so I applied too. I studied for the SAT, got recommendation letters, wrote my essays, you know, the whole thing. And eventually, I got my response from MIT. Dear Juan, the admissions blah 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 blah, I'm very sorry. What? I wasn't accepted, but hey, they didn't accept Peter either. So I guess I am still like him too, right? But jokes aside, that experience changed me. It influenced how I behaved and, in some ways, it defined part of my life. And that's where this idea comes in, something I call the movie effect. This happened to everyone, and usually we think it's just a kid thing. Like when you watch a superhero movie as a child and pretend to be the hero. But it's not just for kids. It still happens as we grow up. Let me ask you, why do you want a relationship? It is just a biological thing? Or have you been influenced by what you see in movies and shows? Like when you see a romantic scene, two people kissing in the rain or hugging at the airport, and suddenly you want that too, even if you didn't before. I call it the movie effect, but it also applies to TV, social media, influencers, YouTube, TikTok, all of it. At the end of the day, we are often trying to follow a story we saw somewhere, a journey that looks good or feels right because society and media told us that it's valuable. You admire someone, Cristiano Ronaldo, Elon Musk, Taylor Swift. You think, I want to be like them. Or you watch creators online, Mr. Beast, 𝐓𝐇𝐄, Charlie D'Amelio, and you start to want their lives too. But here's where it gets real. Who are you actually trying to become? Do you really want their lives? And if yes, why? Is it the fame, the money, the power, or just the validation from others? I am not saying it's wrong, but I think it's important to know why. Because sometimes we only want part of someone's life, and when we chase the whole thing, we end up confused or even miserable. We try to live a story that's not ours. So to wrap up, the movie effect can be powerful. It can push you to grow. It can inspire you, but it also can make you chase a version of life that was never meant for you. That's why it's so important to ask yourself, what do I actually want? It takes time to figure that out, and that's okay. The best attitude you can have is to stay open, explore, and let life surprise you. And if you have any dream, just obsess over it. If you stayed until the end, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you want to watch more content like this, just drop a comment below and let me know. Subscribe and share, that really helps. Take care and see you next time. Roñas!